going on in the background?
It's too loud.
I can hear your tainted love,
Music.
tainted love music.
I can't believe that.
Yeah,
I can't believe that Fabian is in the middle of the street and still has a
I'm
better
not in the
signal than
middle
I
of the
do.
street. I'm not in the
Right.
middle of the street.
How do I
So
look like with pixels and stuff, or better than last time?
you look good.
Better, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I'm
hold
not
it
gonna
up.
be able to have the background. Nah, because I need, like
So
you said, I need to have that green
How's
screen. So
so that was your music.
yeah, tainted love. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm an '80s man.
God.
What do you
All
want me to do?
right, all right. So how you doing, guys? Getting older or what?
I
Shh, foggier,
think it's
fartier.
obvious. It's pretty obvious.
Nissan
Damn
is
right.
is it's becoming Santa Claus.
Nathan, is it old? I mean, is it cold?
Nissan Santa. Look at me.
Now, why do I look to?
You're wearing a jacket. Is that a jacket or a shirt? Are you gonna strip for us
Sure.
now?
No, my wife just told me the exact same thing. Like, why are you wearing a shirt?
It's hot. Well, here
It's
is
not
hot. I don't know how hot it is over there, but
26 degrees.
it is hot. It is warm, man. Okay, so how you
He,
been, guys? Good.
here is pretty hot because I'm here, so it's hot.
It's hot wherever you go. Where are you drinking? Tepache, bro? What is that?
Of course.
Yeah, you got good taste, man. So how's everybody doing there? All you gotta do is just click on that link and join us. You know that link right there I'm posting right there. All you gotta do is just click on that link and you'll join us and practice your raggedy yet nah your English. You know, so you can just go ahead and practice your English. We'll never
Uh,
mock you or anything. We'll just have fun. That's what we're doing this every single Friday at the English clinic with teacher Fabian, teacher Neeson, Sensei Neeson. you know Today I got a message from this lady that is in I don't know. I bought something from China in Amazon, and then she sent me a message in Spanish, all in broken Spanish, saying that if I had gotten my pack and everything, and then I said no, and then he said, well, my name is Nissan with double S. God, can you believe that?
Oh, right,
I'm not even kidding. Her
right.
name is Nissan
Check it out.
with double S though.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, you got the Japanese Nissan and mine, which is
she might
Hebrew.
be Chinese though.
I'm pretty sure that Nissan is Japanese, but yeah, she might be. I mean,
Because what I bought was from China, and she said something about China. Hello, Stephanie. How you doing? Having a good one? Getting older too? Everyone is. So might as well, just join us. Come on, you've been joining us for the last weeks, and I haven't, you haven't, had the courage to show up, and just talk to us. But I think tonight's the night. Like Richard having fun, and I know he's not cold.
Hello, how are you?
Good man, having a good one. Rich, how are you?
not wearing a tank top. Just kidding.
Do you have any
Thanks.
tattoos, Rich?
I have one in my leg. Yeah,
On your leg?
yeah.
What
Did
is
it
it?
hurt?
Yes,
What
yes,
is
it
what
did.
what is it?
It. I think well, I didn't think right through but it's just a tree, like um,
You have a thing with trees, don't you?
it, yeah, I know. It's a tree. I don't know. I like the tattoo and just it's okay. it doesn't have a special meaning or something. Just it's something like I think it was something about the Zen. Like you had well a balance in your life. That's everything. Is balance in your life. Something like that. I think it means, but uh, it's okay. I think not every tattoo has to have a special meaning. So it's just
Yes, I think so too now. Like
yeah.
before, I think I talked about it, right? Like some years ago, I was had this really obsessive, stupid
Okay.
mindset about tattoos. No, they have to be deep. They have to mean something deep. And then, over the years, I was like, what was wrong with me? I mean,
Yeah.
you like it, you like it. I mean, this guy right here has a balloon. Do- Don't you? Like Cam?
It does
Yeah.
have a meaning, though.
I mean, yes, but
Oh.
it's not some Celtic symbol, like, or you know what I mean? It's not some.
Yeah.
What happened with with we started talking about ugly tattoos, and Saul was like, okay.
Okay. I will. Bye bye.
Because this guy's got tons of tattoos. How many do you have, Nisa?
Me, I don't know. I probably have like 9, but Fabian here has like 200.
No, but how many do you have?
8, I think,
8.
maybe
How many do
9.
you
I don't
have,
know.
Fabian? I know you don't
He's
want
not.
to talk about it, but you don't have to. Just.
It's not like you have to show them.
All right. Why are you so serious, man? We're just talking about tattoos, though.
That would be great
Anyway,
though. That would be great though. Going to a tattoo parlor and be like, "Hey, so what do you want, man? What can I do for you?" You're like, "I want a tree."
I
Oh,
know.
like the tree of life. Like, no, just a tree. I want a tree.
well, where's your tattoo, Rich? On your calf, I guess.
It's in the middle of my leg. It's in the. I don't know. It's not in the foot. It's just in the middle of the leg.
On your
Um.
back part, on the calf,
No, on the side.
on
It's
the
on
side.
the
Oh,
my
on
side. I
your
don't know.
leg, actually, on your
Yeah.
quadriceps.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Something. Yeah. Yeah. It really hurt. And I want to get another tattoo, but it's really painful. So
I know.
I don't know. I just I realize that I'm not so brave to maybe get another tattoo. So I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe someday. But
I totally agree with you, man.
yeah.
The first tattoo I got, teacher Fabian did it for me. You can tell it by the ugliness of it.
We
You
can.
know,
That's
and
a good show.
yeah, you were there, no, Nissan? You were there that night?
I was there sharing a drink with Fabian's dad, if I remember correctly.
Wow, that
Okay.
was horrible. Well, not the night, the tattoo.
Well, it was your design, so
I'm not blaming anybody for my actions, though. I'm just saying it's horrible. It's still horrible.
Yeah.
I do stupid things. All right, guys. So let's just start talking about life, and we gotta tackle this topic. This week Will Smith, he crossed the line. He went over the board, and he who's gonna start on giving your thoughts on it? I gotta take a
That's
sip on
that's an
my
interesting
pineapple
topic.
water. You, Fabian, you're gonna
mm,
If I
start out.
start, I'm not gonna stop. So let's have Richard give us his opinion. What do you think happened to Will Smith, Rich?
Okay.
I mean, you know what happened, right?
Yes. Yes. I watched it. I don't know. Just I think what's what's wrong. Definitely, what's wrong. What he what's he did. It was awful. I don't know. It just he ruined his life. I think one of his best nights. It's he won an Oscar. So why do you have to do that? I don't know. It's just
He snapped.
and I think it's okay that you are defending or you are defending the honor of your family or your wife, but I think it's he crossed a line, and I think it's very I don't know, just to I think that the joke that this guy did, Chris Rock, I think it wasn't so aggressive or so rude that he just jumped into the stage and slapped him. Or
Okay.
I don't know. It was an awful action. I don't think he was defending her wife's honor, and he actually he laughed at the beginning of the joke. I think when the camera pointed him that he was laughing about the joke. So I don't know.
Till he saw his
Some
wife's face.
I know. Maybe yes. Maybe she just made a just make a
He just
face.
starts. He was like,
Exactly. Yes. Something like that.
I
But
can
it's
imagine that. Exactly that, Nathan.
yes, yes. But yeah, they say it was a meme. I don't know that they say he prefer to confronting all the world that confronting his wife. It's just
right.
yeah, yeah.
I get
So
the
Yeah,
feeling.
I can
yeah,
identify too. Yeah.
yes, exactly. But that's my opinion. I don't think it was a very good action. Um, it will have consequences, but that's it.
Hopefully,
Hopefully,
Okay.
Yeah.
it
What?
should.
No. What's your? Yeah, Nissan, go. Okay. First, let's read Stephanie's. I think it wasn't real. He's an actor. He's so professional that we cannot realize when it's real or not.
There it is. I don't know. I
Okay.
think it was real.
I think it was very real. I mean, you can tell by Chris Rock's
Reaction.
reaction to it, like when he said, like when he said, well, that was he said that was he was going for some noun, like like a language geek. But you can spot these details. He was going for a noun,
And then he
but
said,
he had
"Dude,
no idea what to say, so he just changed it to the
dude,
greatest night on live television or something like that. But you can tell
he
that
saved it."
he wasn't gonna say that because he was using a different article. Anyway, I think that was straight up physical assault, man. Like, he should have been removed from the premises.
Hmm.
Uh, it was
Yeah.
not funny, and I think it would have been enough if he had yelled at him, like from his seat, like what he did after the slap.
Yeah.
That's what he should have done, in the first place.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Like, okay, but the slap, that was
Extra. Too much.
yeah, man. Like,
You
that's
gonna have a
that's
smoke, guys? I
that's a
hope you don't
that's
mind.
that's a felony. I mean, but powerful people can get away with anything, right?
Well, not really, but Chris Rock didn't want to press charges.
Well,
But
he
the
kind of
LAPD asked
acted
him,
nice.
"What do you
Do you
want to
think
do?
you think he should have?
What should have
Maybe
what?"
Uh,
should have.
You think Chris Rock should have pressed charges?
I
Yeah.
don't know because Chris Rock is still stoic,
Right.
So I think it's part of his position and the position he's taking, and the character he is. So he says, "I'll take it. I'll take
Right.
it." Plus, he's a comedian, so he'll make money off it.
And it's not
If
like they're
it's
strangers, right? Like, those people know each other, like,
of
Used to be
course.
since
friends.
forever. Since forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Supposedly, he's really
Okay.
friends.
What does Fabian think about it?
Number one, I think it was pretty real. I mean, especially if you watched what happened when he received the Oscar, everything he said, and when he was crying. I mean, that looked pretty real to me. I just think the guy is, in a way, holding a lot of feelings, you know. So because of the things that have happened to him and his relationship with her, so he snapped. He snapped. I mean,
Yeah.
I
He lost
think
it. Yeah.
I think he said something very important when he got the Oscar. He said that you do stupid things for love, and you cannot deny that he's loved this woman forever. I mean, the way he treats her, he's treated her since they got together after they murdered Tupac. So if you remember, she used to be Tupac's girlfriend.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it feels like he's still living under the shadow of Tupac.
Big
Like he,
time.
like he's still try. I know. Like he's still trying to
To be that,
impress his wife or something. Like prove himself to his wife, like he's tougher than
I
Mhm.
the
I can
Tupac
imagine this.
ever
I mean,
was.
cameras were pointing at them, and he was laughing. He was laughing when
Yes.
Chris Rock said his joke. He was laughing, and she wasn't. You could see her face. She was like, you know. So I can imagine right after the cameras stopped pointing at them, I can imagine her going like, "So you're not gonna say anything?
Yeah,
You gonna leave it like
because he
you gonna
was
do it?
not
You ain't gonna do
offended.
anything?"
He was not offended. You know.
Not in the beginning. I think he was offended right after she probably said something to him, and I can imagine her saying something to him because I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of interviews between the two of them, and yeah, he's been trying to impress this
And,
woman since Tupac was murdered,
and
and right
But
after what
Rich,
happened, the
Just before.
cheating and all
yeah.
that stuff. I
I
don't know.
think
I
Rich
think
got a comment.
No,
say
what about the joke? I think the joke wasn't aggressive enough to like he's acting like that. You know, that's it wasn't. I don't know. He wasn't insulting him directly. He said he didn't say something really
it wasn't
bad.
that bad.
It was a joke. It was a joke, and I think that everybody in the production of the Oscars knew about the joke. So it was I don't think it's something like
I
he
don't think they
didn't
knew.
he maybe he
I don't.
didn't,
Supposedly Chris Rock didn't know.
but he's also a
Supposedly.
comedian, so a joke is
He,
a joke. It just,
he didn't know what about her about this woman's condition.
I don't
About
know
hers.
about that,
No,
but I
I don't
don't
know. He
think
said he
the
didn't.
producers knew
I don't
about
think so either.
about the joke.
Yeah,
Who's
And
gonna
they're
pop out
human. I
with
mean,
that
you don't
joke?
have to know. I mean, I've been thinking about it, and they're human after all. So it's not like because they're famous they have to know her condition. So he didn't have to know. He just made a joke because he noticed that she was bold, and that's it. I've been thinking about this guy, Ricky Gervais. You guys familiar with him?
oh
The
yeah,
exactly.
British
I
comedian.
always thought he
Uh,
would be the first one to
I
get
was.
slapped.
Do you know what? That guy. He
I
he
don't know who he
he
is.
throws some badass
yeah.
jokes and mean jokes, and
Ricky
he's never been
Gervais,
slapped. He's
man.
never been, there's been no aggression, and he's been conducting these other awards for like
Yes,
ever, like at least 5 or 6 times on the row,
Golden
he
Globes, I
did.
and no
think.
one's
It's the
ever
He
said
Golden
got
anything.
Globes.
those awards.
He's harder. I mean, he's tough. What?
He goes hard.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he's
I
not.
mean, he goes hard on
Not.
people.
He's no Chris Rock. I mean, he goes hard and
Yeah,
hits people.
At
He
the other
throws.
at the end of the day, is a shame because Will Smith is that person that has tried really hard to seem at least really cool. You know,
Right. As a good guy.
I've been following Will Smith since the 90s, since the
Yeah,
early
me too.
90s. And he's always the cool guy. He always knows what to do, what to say. He's been doing these National Geographic documentaries on planet
Right.
Earth, and everywhere he goes, he shows that cool in him, you know. So it is a role model. He has an immaculate career, you know, and but it shows us that
He's human.
he, yeah, exactly, well, that's evident, right, that he's a human. But at the end of the day, you know, you can commit a mistake, and that mistake might overshadow pretty much everything else you did, because people are not gonna
Everything.
remember him
Dude,
for anything else but that night, you know.
especially
Yeah.
in that night. I mean, if you're gonna, if you have the possibility of getting an Oscar, and you know you're probably going to, you know, and he did. So that's the worst night in your
Yeah.
life that you can let your demons, you
However,
know.
as a person, his that cousin you have that is married to a bad woman. I'm
I
sorry.
agree. I
I'm
agree.
sorry.
No,
Is
I
that
agree.
is that cousin that is a p whoop? He's a pussy whoop, you know? Because what happens if a question for you, Richard? You're angry one moment, you feel aggravated for something, you feel maybe your wife is offended for something, and then you feel like you're gonna react, but you're with your wife. What would your wife do? You're mad, you're about to react, you're about to lose control, you're sitting next to your wife. What would your wife do?
Uh, well, I think she will try to cool me. But
Because she's a good woman. Yours,
yeah,
Nissan, what would your woman do?
Definitely try to de-escalate the situation.
Exactly. And well, I don't know
And
you.
this woman just was laughing at the slap.
Exactly.
So what
I
happens
didn't know that.
if your wife gives you the look? You know, men. You know, like if your wife goes like, you understand, there's a problem. Whatever happened, if your wife goes like, you know, there's a problem, whatever. So if the problem is based on what somebody else said, whether it was a mild joke, whether it was a huge disrespect or whatever, when she goes like this, you know, you are in trouble. And if that's the guy, then you lose control, you know. So I think she should have been a little bit more conscious that that night
Well,
was.
I wouldn't blame.
I mean, who are you gonna blame?
I
I'm not
wouldn't.
blaming anything. I just
Mm,
think that that a woman's responsibility in a situation like that is to take the L, like, ooh, and then probably pretend, because I know tonight is not about me. Tonight is about him. It's
Good
his
point.
night. That tonight is the pinnacle of his career. Tonight is the the end
yeah,
of that cycle of perfection. He's been trying hard. Tonight is my man's night. You know
yeah,
what happens if we are in the company's party, December? You're the best employee of the year. You're gonna get your full screen TV. Oh my god! And then the boss says something stupid about your wife. Are you gonna lose control and smack your boss because he said something stupid?
But
Probably.
whose choice is that though?
I know it is his choice. He lost
Right.
control because he had control. But probably part of his mistakes and part of why he's wrong is because he's with this woman that lately has been putting him on the spot. You know, I mean, I know, we love our women, but sometimes we need to be surrounded by good people. First and foremost, a good woman, because she can get you in trouble like this. Like you can have an immaculate professional life, even a personal life, but that night is gonna show all the things that you've been holding up till you can't no more. And when is it gonna show? the worst moment of your life, which was supposed to be the best moment of your life. You know, so I
But
think one of his
Neeson has a point,
mistakes
though.
is this. Yeah,
I
Nissan
mean,
always has a
I
point.
think Neeson has a point. I mean, he even though, and I'm not trying to blame anyone, but I agree with you. She should have thought about it, you know. But still, Neeson has a very good point. I mean, it was still his decision.
I,
I mean,
oh yeah,
you still
of
see your
course.
woman, and you don't have the righteous woman that you're supposed to have next to you. But I don't think he's ever known this, I don't think
Exactly.
he's ever faced it, you know, since ever. You know,
Yeah.
I agree that I don't know. Jada is not exactly the best woman in the world,
Her name is
and
Jada though.
Jada. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Jada. Yes, it's Jada. Jada. My bad. Jada is not exactly the best woman in the world, but you can see his face right after he slaps Chris. When he returns to his seat, his face is of shame, so, in a very obvious way. So he slaps him, and he realizes right away that it wasn't exactly the best thing to do, and he just snaps, even in a crazier way. You know, and that's when he starts yelling and everything.
And you know
Um,
what? What is
But
one of the most?
even though he looks embarrassed, he doubled down.
Yeah, because
Mm,
then he yelled. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
that's what I mean. So what I'm trying to say with this is that, think about it for a second. I think he was protecting his masculinity in a way, in front of his wife, in a way.
exactly. That's what I think. So that's what I
You
think too.
know, because
Yes,
I mean, your woman, and I
I agree.
understand this. Your woman gives you the face, right? And you have two choices: confront your woman later, and maybe your woman is going to be like, "Why didn't you do anything?" Well, it wasn't the moment, lady.
Yeah.
It wasn't the right moment. It wasn't the
But
place, you know. But we're going to
one
do
thing,
something about it. Chill.
when I watched the well, I didn't watch the Oscars. I just read the tweets, and I
nobody
just
did.
first yeah, and I just
Right
read.
after that, everyone did.
I just read the tweet about the joke, and the thing I didn't know that at that moment that he slapped this guy, but when I read the tweet, the first thing I thought was, okay, what I will do is exactly that he did. That I going to slap him or yell at him. No, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So, but it's an emotional moment. So, but I think that everybody said saying we're I think all agree that it wasn't the good moment. It wasn't the place. It definitely wasn't the place and the moment. So, and if you were going to blame someone, I think um, he is the only guilt.
One paying the consequences.
Yeah, yeah. He's because if your wife is staring at you and I don't know, he's just by herself by her face saying that you have to do something, you have the decision to do or not to do something. So okay, let's think about it. Where are we? I've been fighting for this prize, for this Oscar, for the prize, many years. So
Already.
Exactly.
and even it wasn't a really good movie. It wasn't his best acting. His best acting, but well, that's what it is. And again, he ruined his life. His well, not his life. His night. Sorry, his night. I don't know his life, but definitely his night. Yes, he ruined it.
And no, and probably his life.
Probably his life in a
Mhm.
way for a lot of people.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you why. Because when you commit a mistake, I think you need to. Well, I don't know. This is about values, but this is also mathematics. Whenever you commit a mistake, what do you do? If you commit a mistake that you broke something, you pay for
Mhm.
it, or you try to, you try to fix it, put it together. If you said or did something to somebody and that was the mistake, I think the best thing you can do is apologize. Because if
Right.
you don't apologize, I mean, that fact will hunt you down probably for the rest of your life. The other way around, if you whatever you do, even the worst thing, probably not murdered, but anything you do, if you apologize correctly, I mean honestly and from the bottom of your heart, and on time
On
and
time,
shape,
also.
And on time. Yeah.
you'll be forgiven by
Yeah.
yourself, by
Have you guys
people, by
have you guys seen Jim Carrey's interview about it?
yeah,
I
yeah.
I
He's got
I
his
I heard
point of
him
view.
talking about it, and I thought he was right on the dot. I thought, yeah, um,
What a
what Jim
man.
Carrey says, and I agree. The
Mm,
fact that right after that happened, he gets the Oscar, and he goes for tacos.
Come
Oh
on,
my God,
come
I'm
on,
reading
Cam.
this.
Come on, Cam.
What he says about when he receives the Oscar and everyone gives him a standing ovation, he felt ashamed, and in a way, I did too. Because something wrong had happened not so long ago, a few
It's an
minutes
awkward
ago.
moment. Nobody
It's
knew
a
what to do. It's
I
hard.
agree, but still, what are you showing? Approval, in a way, in a way.
As an actor, not of his actions, because at that time
I don't know.
he
Still,
has the
kind of
whole
hard.
load of acting supporting that moment, and that thing that just happened had just happened 40 minutes ago, so people don't know how to process this. I mean,
Eh,
some people are still hurting. I mean, you cannot blame the Moss, like for acting wrong either at the moment, because most people don't know what to do either. I mean, they still don't know what to do.
totally agree.
So
True.
it's hard to blame people. I mean, I think it was a very unfortunate situation, you know, that we have to learn. I mean, I try to learn something from it. That that even Denzel said it. At the peak of your career, the devil's gonna come for you or something. You
Yeah,
know,
he said something like that.
yeah, you
But you
can.
know what? I think something that's more important now, because I felt identified, to be honest. You know, I've had some real bad relationships. You guys know this, and I really felt identified. I really thought, "Woo, this." It was weird and it was funny at the same time because I thought, dude, if he does it and I've done similar things, then I
mm,
didn't feel so bad about myself. I was like, oh my god.
A
So
lot of people
you
are
know,
are are thinking
but
like you.
but what's important now
Oh, you
is,
gotta protect your
or
family
what I
from
was thinking
words.
is, what should happen after, after this. I mean, because it's already happened. What should happen is my question. Should they take the Oscar away from him? Should they ban him from the Oscars? I don't know. That's my question now.
Well,
he just quit,
they
right?
Say
From
what?
he just quit from the academy. I don't know, the all the guys
the
that
academy.
decided about the academy. Yeah, all the guys decided about the movies. He was part of them, and he just quit.
I
I
didn't
well,
know
I
that.
just saw the new on the Twitter. Yeah,
I
Tell us,
didn't
tell
know
us. I,
that.
I didn't know about it. Tell us, Richard. I want to know what he said.
no, it's just that he just quit to the academy, and he said that he will obey, and he will all the I don't know, the
Repercussions, the
punishment, yeah,
consequences.
the
Decisions.
consequences
The decisions.
of the decisions about the academy, that will happen with
So
his
whatever they decide, he's gonna follow it.
If
Oscar.
I was,
Yeah,
if I were his publicist or his friend, I would tell him just say I'm sorry in a video to
yeah.
Joe Rogan. I know Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan had a
No,
situation a few weeks ago where he,
mm,
along his career as a podcaster, he had been saying the N word, nigga, 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 nigga,
yeah.
and then, but in some type of context he might have thought. However, somebody there took a 2 minute, made a 2 minute video with Joe Rogan saying the word nigga, 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 like for 2 minutes,
Jesus.
which sounded really creepy and sounded really
Yeah.
bad. And
Right.
he came out saying, I'm sorry, in no way this is right. In no way this will there's I have no permission to use the word in or out any type of context. I'm sorry. I look bad. I never meant to hurt anybody, you know. He's not justifying himself. He's strictly apologizing. And weeks later, Joe Rogan keeps talking and talking bullshit, whatever he talks, you know,
Right.
but he's still doing his stuff because he admitted he was wrong, even though it was bad intention, the video, you know, trying to affect them, you know. But he just came out and she said, honestly, I'm really sorry. I know it sounds horrible. I didn't mean to hurt you guys if I did, and that was it. So that's why Will Smith should have done. He
You know,
didn't. So now what is the consequence of arrogance? Destruction. There's no
true.
more. There's no more future for arrogance. Destruction, self-destruction. Arrogance can never stay. You know, it will. You know, stupidity can never stay for longer. You know, so what do you think is gonna happen? For him, he's destroyed. You know, the best thing, the only thing that could save him is that if Hollywood made a movie of Chris Rock and Will Smith together acting, and then one day in one scene, Chris Rock tells him, "Hey, remember when you slapped me?" And he slaps him back in
Back.
the movie.
That would be
You
cool.
know, there are two
Yeah.
cops, something funny. That would
Or
be the
yeah, or a sketch on Saturday Night Live. No, that they would. I
That would
mean,
be awesome, man.
let me say let me say something really quick though. I really don't think he's going to face too many repercussions because you've seen it in the past. I mean, Mel Gibson, man, like what? Nobody remembers the Mel
I remember.
Gibson
I
thing,
remember Robert Downey Jr. Standing up for him.
and he's still making movies. And he just made a movie. He just made a comedy
But
with
he was canceled, right?
Ryan
For a while.
Reynolds. But
Yeah.
at least he should. But the things he said, like
I
you
know
What
it
did
know,
he
was
say?
very bad.
I don't know what he said.
oh man,
Something about Jewish.
I can't even repeat it. But he
No,
was
you
being
don't have to, but you can.
but he was recorded saying anti-Semitic things and racist things and being violent to his ex-wife and quite misogynistic and, and
Well,
violent.
you can't quote him because you're not saying it yourself. I mean, it's not your opinion, it's your
No,
no perspective. But you can't quote
that's a
him.
different topic, man. Because did he fail? Did he feel ashamed about what he said, or he's proud of what he said?
No, no, he felt ashamed. He actually did apologize after that. But the whole media went after him because he used the kill word.
Yes, but he probably
So,
didn't feel.
He used all the
yeah, he
words.
used more than those.
He used them
I
all.
mean, he went on. He was angry. He was angry.
And he's right.
And when
He's
you're
right
angry, you
there
say a lot of bullshit.
making. He's right there
No,
making
but we're talking
movies.
about. I think that the real topic here is mental health, and I don't think
True.
Mel Gibson had a mental health issue. He's just racist.
Because
Yeah.
you haven't heard
Yeah.
Oh, but
No,
the
the
see,
problem is
recording.
that
he's just a racist.
he wasn't being
That's
racist on those audios.
Alright.
He was angry at his ex-wife.
all
Period.
right. All
He
right,
was very
Yeah,
that.
angry,
but
and like I said, when we're
nah, but
angry, we say a lot of stupid things.
he
And
was being
the problem was
sociopathic.
he was recorded. He got
And
recorded,
also true
and they
things.
played it on live, shows. And whoops,
That's
But
why
Will
that's
Smith's
say what, Richard?
no, that's why everybody says when you're angry, you just shut up and quiet because sometimes when you're angry, you say something that honestly sometimes you believe it in those things.
You don't even believe. That is not even
Uh,
true. Eh,
yeah, Stephanie
man,
says.
sometimes.
I'm sorry. I'm
Apologize.
sorry, Richard. Will
No, no, no.
Smith's
It's okay.
apologized on
Mhm.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the proper way
It's
to
not enough. To me,
apologize.
that's not enough. I mean,
You were
an
No,
saying
it's
apology on
not.
Instagram.
you were saying about mental health. I think that was the important thing.
Right, that Will Smith's topic is in fact mental health. You
Right.
know, and people will forget. Man, this is a teaching of life. Whatever you do, God will forgive you if you believe in God. the government will forgive you, man will forgive you, your family will forgive you. The only, maybe you will forgive you. The only person that won't forgive you is your nerve system. That's the only entity that will never forgive you. Everybody will forgive you and forget about what you did. Nobody's issue, nobody's gonna remember what happened 10 years from now. But if he's still alive, his nerve system is gonna make him
Can
crumble.
remind him.
Yeah, so he's not going anywhere.
That's true.
He's not going anywhere in life, even if the Academy forgives him, if Chris Rock already forgave him, if I did, if we do, no, he's not forgiving himself. You
Right.
know, so that
That
will
wasn't
not
passion.
let him
That was
go.
thinking.
To quote-
Ahead
To
ever.
quote Marguerite Yourcenar, if you've ever read her, she said one time that you should learn to live with the person you're gonna live with for the rest of your life, yourself,
Which is yourself. Yeah.
which is yourself. That she said that was the biggest challenge, to learn how to live with yourself. And so that goes straight to your point, Cam. I agree. This is gonna haunt him in a way for the rest of his life in some way. How much we don't know, but considering your point of view, mental health. Just to make it specific, we're not saying that Will Smith's crazy or that
I am saying that he's crazy.
I'm not. I'm saying that in that moment, at that precise moment, he went crazy, and that's very normal. Even the law speaks about people going crazy for a few seconds. It's nothing.
Well, I would
It's nothing.
say
Your mental situation is not the right one.
I would say it's and Fabian mentioned it. I think it's a cultural thing. I mean, I think it's a cultural issue. Uh, what you mentioned about masculinity, men trying to defend, you know, their wives'
Masculinity.
honor and prove themselves
To them,
to themselves and everybody else. And I think
but
it's
also to her.
I think that's yeah, and I think that's a little old fashioned, isn't it? Like
Oh no, it's not. It's
defending
pretty.
the honor of your lady.
No, it's not. It's not old fashioned. Nathan, think about it for a second.
It's not old fashioned for you, but
It's pretty common. I think it's part of your, the way you are as a human. I mean, and I don't think he was defending his masculinity um, towards the rest of the world. I think he was
you
defending
don't
his
think so? It was the Oscars. It wasn't.
towards her.
He wasn't thinking about the world in that moment.
And neither, I don't think so either. I
No.
think he was thinking about his wife.
He was thinking about his wife.
Of course, he
Straight
was
out.
thinking about his wife, but that was pretty public. You can't.
But he's not thinking about if
He wasn't
if
even
he
thinking
thought
about
about it, he wouldn't
That's
have
a
done it.
stretch. All right, let's agree to disagree. But I think
Let's agree to disagree.
Yeah, because I think that's a stretch, man. It was the Oscars.
Exactly.
Like you said, it was his night. He was gonna accept his award in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but can you
And
imagine how
so, like-
stressed the guy is?
Mental
Can you
health.
really think about that? I mean, exactly, mental health. Can you
Yeah.
imagine how stressed he is, considering all the things that he's lived for the past year and a half? The whole cheating situation, the whole they faced it on a live show. Her talking about it and not really. Well, I've seen the interview and I don't think she really showed any kind of remorse. She was more like, "Well, I did it because of this and this and that, and you know it, And Will is
Yeah.
just like, okay.
I'm gonna tell you a real story
Jaden.
really quick. One day I was in Yucatan in Merida, and one day we were at Walmart. My wife is buying a blender. She's buying a blender, and then the Walmart guy, the worker, is here like looking at her like, but my wife is so, I want to call her innocent, that she didn't even notice. So when I come, I look at him in the eye, with my crazy look, and then he comes and he goes like, "Oh." And then I said, and then I felt he felt awkward, ashamed, and he said, "Oh," and then he started walking. I didn't say anything, and I talked to my wife, and she hadn't even noticed. I don't know if to this day she knows I know, but she was like, oh, and then she started talking to me about the blender, blah blah blah. Blah. So I didn't do anything. I said, all right, it's not a problem. All right. Weeks later, probably months later, I don't know. We are at this fabric store. We're buying these buttons, whatever. At this what do you call this? Haberdashery. So we're buying this, whatever buttons, whatever. And I'm somewhere else. My wife is there, and I look at her from far, and then the security guard at this place, is really like here, you know and like trying to play sexy,
Like breathing
and
down
then
her neck and everything. Wow.
almost on her neck, and my wife is telling the lady, the clerk, behind the counter, like, no, give me that, blah blah. And then I start walking towards them, and then he sees me, and then he goes like, and then he starts walking away, and then I look at him, and then I ask my wife, hey, are you done? And then she goes, yeah, let me just blah blah blah, this and that, okay. And then she tells me, hey, that guy was singing songs, romantic songs, in my ear, and I felt
What?
kind of awkward. And then I said, where am I? I'm at the fabric shop, full of ladies, middle-aged up ladies. I'm with my daughter and with my wife. My dad is outside smoking a cigarette with my sister. They're outside, and I'm like, awkward moment. What am I gonna do? Okay, it would have been a lot easier if this was a bar, but it's not a bar. So let me just, and
Start
then
a brawl. Start
right.
a brawl.
Right. So we walk, we go somewhere else, and then I leave my wife buying something else, and then I just walk towards this guy, which is and he's a security guard. He's just standing there. I just walk straight up at him, and I don't stop. I just tackle the guy. What? I tackle the guy, making no noise. He's on the floor, going like, but why? Why do you hit me? And then I have my fist on his nose, and I kneel down, and I tell him, "Don't play stupid on me. Don't play stupid on me. You know what you did."
That's a great Denzel Washington impersonation right there.
No, no, for real,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, that was
Then
actually good.
You
I thought
sounded
the
just
same.
like
I thought
that.
exactly the
when
same.
when he's on the floor, then my
stupid.
little daughter took
Physical
taekwondo lessons, and she's running. She's like, "Oh, I'm ready," because I'm always training her to defend herself. And she's like, "Ooh." And then in this moment, I said, "Oh, exactly what I didn't want to happen. I didn't want nobody to see this, you know." So my daughter comes in, and she wants to kick him because he's on the floor. Then I get up, I take her out, and then he started like,
You know
like
what?
you know.
I want to comment on Steph's comment. She
Now,
said,
come on, he's been telling this story for 30 minutes. Let him
I
finish.
know, but come on. He's just talking about aggression.
Well,
Everyone's going to think that
actually, that
aggression is
was the end.
cool.
At the end, I told him,
Violence, yeah, kick him in the head.
I told him at the end of the when we left, he was still kind of laughing, and I told him, "You're not going clean tonight home. You're not going home. I'm coming back, and that's it. I know, I'm looking at him with my, devilish look I got,
I know that look.
and then I step out, and my
When he
sister
goes
is
like this.
that passive aggressive type of sister. So she can be aggressive, but you cannot. So she's, oh, why you do that? Come on, you. And I say, man, you've never been in my situation, which I think that was kind of what Will Smith was facing. The difference is that my wife did tell me that she felt uncomfortable with what had happened. If she had told me that she hadn't been uncomfortable with the situation, I would probably just let it slip. She was uncomfortable. I had to act. However, I'm not Will Smith. We weren't at the Oscars, and we were, so I think he should have controlled himself,
That's what I
but
was going to talk about. That's what I was going to mention because Steph says famous people are stressed out almost all the
Poor
time.
billionaires. I feel so bad for them.
I agree that pretty much everyone in this planet is stressed out almost all the time, and famous people are the most. I agree. But one thing I've been thinking about is the fact that this guy, Will Smith, he's emotionally stressed, and you can see it. You can see it in a lot of interviews. You can see it in a lot of his actions. He's not been the same for, like I said, for about a year and a half. There's a lot of things happening with this guy, and I think in a way, I don't know, these people also get counseling, they also get therapy. So in a way, if he's not getting some kind of therapy for the things he's been living for this period of time, he should. He definitely should.
It's probably the end of his career. And big props to Chris Rock. He's a stoic. He got it. He knew how to handle that
He
situation.
he stood his ground.
Ooh,
Came up with funny comment.
Balance.
he's gonna right, man.
That's the
And
right
let me tell
word.
you, let me tell you something about what you just said. I don't really feel like watching King Richard anymore. I was gonna, and then after
Why,
that
man?
night,
Neither
I'm
do
like,
I.
I don't
like
even want to
Richard
watch
said.
your
Isn't that his
dirty.
best movie? He should have won the Oscar for Pursuit of Happiness and for I Am
Right.
Legend.
Yes,
Not for King
Right.
Richard.
it is a good movie, but it's if you don't watch it, it's not the worst thing.
I'm not missing out.
Nothing
Not
that
an
happened.
Oscar.
I don't even want to watch it
You ain't
anymore.
missing out much.
No,
Yeah, you're not missing that much. But you know,
I
I won't be
sad
able.
because-
I won't be able to concentrate, man. I'll be watching the movie and I'll be, remember like, oh
yeah.
you piece of shit. You
Violence.
Chris Rock.
Yeah. All right, guys. All right. You have a last comment, Richard?
Well, that you have to take care about your mental health. So that's something that is really important. If, if you are able to go to therapy, just do it. It's not that you are crazy or you are. It's something that you. It's like you when you do exercise or you. I don't know. Uh, it's just take care about your health, but this is your mental health, and that it's something that everybody has to do, but because not um just the famous people are stressed out all the time. Everybody is stressed.
Humans.
Yes, we everybody is stressed all the time, and for everything, the traffic, the jobs, I don't know, everything. So you have to see what are your weak points on your mind and what is that is causing you troubles, you causing you stress, and working on it. That maybe will be the best thing that you can do by about yourself.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
Right on,
I
Rich.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
You, Fabian, do you have a last comment?
Same thing. I wanna stress that comment. Stress on that comment. The fact that you go to therapy doesn't mean that you're crazy, and a lot of people think like that. A lot of people think, oh, you're gonna go to therapy, you're gonna contact a shrink. That's because you're crazy, and it's not true. Everyone needs some kind of therapy once in a while. We all have our demons, and if you, like Denzel said, if you don't face your demons, then you might have someone else face them, and that's gonna be wrong. You know what I mean? That's what I
That's what
think.
Denzel said?
The problem with your demons is that
Who
if you
said
let them
that?
out, say what?
Who said that?
Fabian said it, and he
What?
said Denzel said it.
No, well, he mentioned Denzel mentioned at the,
Denzel,
peak of
okay.
your at the peak of your whatever, I don't remember the words exactly. The demon may face you. The devil may face
But but the way you said it came out pretty cool. Like if you don't
Ah,
face your demon,
yeah.
somebody else is gonna face them.
That's me. That's my interpretation.
Oh,
of the
that
whole
was
thing.
beautiful,
That's my
man.
interpretation. If you don't face your demons, man, if you
Damn.
don't face them in the face, like straight out,
Bars.
then someone else is gonna face them, dude. And
But give
guess
yourself some credit.
what? If you're not careful, man, you're gonna end up hurting someone, and it might be badly. So you need to face your demons. Definitely, yeah, big time.
Okay, Neeson.
He's not facing his demons.
Three-
He's like, hell yeah.
God,
Not
Fabian.
really.
Yes.
Three
I'm allowed
things.
to.
Okay, the first one would be two worlds. Fragile masculinity, right there. Fragile
Ooh.
masculinity. Second, related to the first, man, that woman Jada could have stood up for herself, man. She's been around for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
she doesn't need any guy to defend her. And
She's
the
tough.
third one would be that I'm really happy to see you both guys. Miss Cam for the last like three sessions, and Fabian, it's always a pleasure to see you. And
Thank you,
Richard,
man.
thank you for being here tonight.
Thanks,
All
Richard.
Thank
right,
you.
guys.
Great
Thanks,
Thank
comments.
Cam.
you all.
Thanks,
So
Cam.
thank you
Thanks,
very
Richard.
much, guys. See you guys around, and be cool. Say hi to Stephanie. Saying hi to
Steph,
Mac. Saying
Mac,
hi to everybody that showed
Brenda
up.
was there. She said something.
Brenda is always there. So see you
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Peace.
Thank you,
Bye,
everybody.
Rich.